Permission to come aboard.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
And here we go.
Live from the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina, welcome to a very special bonus edition of the Confirmed Epic Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, the real Brad Bell, and joining me today is a longtime friend and longtime podcast colleague. He is the host of the Just Being Amos Podcast, the one, the only, Amos. What's up, Amos?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Brad?
I'm doing pretty well. And we have a third person join us tonight. My 11-month-old daughter, Harper, with her David Bowie shirt on right here, because we are broadcasting live on YouTube. Because I live right outside of Charlotte. Amos is right outside of the ATL, so we can't do this in person. So we are trying to make this work the best we can with an 11-month-old. And she just says, hey. So we'll do the very best we can with it, but this is a labor of love. So sometimes to make your hobbies and your dreams work, you got to do what you got to do.
A little sacrifice there, buddy.
That's it, man. So this is a special podcast because it's one I look forward to every year. In the past couple of years, we've done it as a bonus episode, and Amos actually did this podcast 2 years ago with us in 2017.
I did?
Yeah, you did, man. You did.
It's been that long. Wow.
It has been that long. I think we did this and we reviewed like Guardians Volume 2.
Oh, that's right. We did.
So the main thing we're doing tonight is not a featured review. We're not really covering any what we've been checking out. Instead, this whole podcast is really going to revolve around counting down our top 10 most anticipated movies, 10 through 1 of summer 2019. Now, I'll say this when we get to the topic. Let me go ahead and say it. And I think I'm speaking for Amos too when I say this. We didn't include Avengers Endgame because what would that have been for both of us, Amos?
That would be number one, uno.
Yeah, and for myself also. So it would have not been that interesting because it would have kind of been anticlimactic. So this makes it a lot more interesting. Plus, traditionally, summer is from like May 1st through Labor Day weekend. However, Disney has decided they're going to change summer to be the end of April, which throws me off because it's like right at my daughter's first birthday. So I missed Infinity War because she was born, which was much more important. But still, my wife didn't want to go into labor as we watched Thanos snap everybody out of existence. And then we have a daughter coming into existence. You know, that would have been something to see. But that's not the only thing we're going to talk about, Amos, because I think we both wanted to talk about some real epic news, which is what, my friend?
Well, I think we want to talk about the Disney Plus, the streaming service that Disney put out this year. And coming out in November. And we're going to be talking about some of the TV shows that's going to be on there and what we expect, whatever. But I'm happy for it. I mean, I saw some shows on there that might be pretty interesting, man.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into that epic news topic, which is our thoughts on Disney Plus. Before we get into kind of our thoughts on it, it's coming out November 12th, as Amos said, November of this year. It's $7 a month, and it's $69 if you pay a full year in advance, which equals out to $575 a month.
$584.
Okay, well, maybe it's $584. Amos, I'm not a math teacher. I'm a history teacher. So,
well, I know, Brad. I'm just saying.
So you can't always count on my numbers. You know, we rely on computers and machines to do all that stuff for us. Did we not learn anything in Age of Ultron?
No, we did not.
Or Terminator. It was Skynet. But anyway, Amos, what are your, this is all over the news. This is all before Star Wars Celebration. This was all the geek community was talking about was Disney Plus.
Now, first of all, personally, now I already got Netflix. It's so much streaming service out there, right? So
yes.
I got Netflix. I got Hulu. Amazon Prime is out there, and do I really want DC Universe is out there? Do I want another streaming service? Of course I do.
The answer is hell yes, because it's Disney.
It's Disney. Come on, man. It's the mouse. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard the news that Disney having a streaming service, and I said, oh, come on, man, Netflix have competition. Well, which we need competition. But at the same time, man, Disney has Marvel. They have Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? And it's
They
gonna
have
be
Fox now.
and Fox now. They got their library of movies and TV shows. The Simpsons. Come on, dude. And I haven't watched The Simpsons in a while, but this goes to tell you that they have a buttload of content.
Yes, they do. To
Saying
put it
that right?
lightly. Yeah. So let's just talk about real quick what streaming services you have and I have. So I have currently, I still have DirecTV because that with my internet is $110 a month.
Right.
Which really is not that bad. Do you have cable still or satellite?
No, I only have the internet. I do not have cable.
Okay.
And right now with my internet, I have a Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick. You know, I watch my Netflix on there. That's the other streaming service I have. I have Hulu, which, by the way, Hulu is, I think Disney got 60% of that.
That's exactly right, my friend.
60%, and you still, and it have Cloak and Dagger on there, The Runaways. I mean, Disney still got TV shows there. Excuse me. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, I pay $5.99 a month for Hulu, $15.99 for Netflix. I'm thinking about getting Amazon Prime.
Yeah, we have. So here's what we have. I mentioned the DirecTV. So we have Amazon Prime mainly for the shipping, but it comes with the streaming service as well. I got go ahead, Amos.
Which you could buy separately, I believe.
Oh, you can buy the shipping thing separately or the video separately?
The video separate, I believe. I might be wrong. But I mean, I don't see why not.
Man, it's worth it though to get like the streaming and the free shipping. Like if you buy three things for Amazon that a month, that pays for itself like really, really easy. Right. So I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer to just go ahead and pay that $11.99 a month for the streaming and the free shipping as well. It's not free technically, right? You're paying for it, but they've got it ingrained in our minds that it is free. That is
not free. You're paying for a service, man. Come on.
Yeah, at one time I had Shudder, which was $5 a month, which was the horror streaming service, which was awesome. I just didn't watch enough horror to keep it, so I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, you like horror. I forgot about that.
I do like horror, but it's hard to justify watching horror when you have, as you see on the screen, an 11-month-old. You want to play something a little bit more family friendly. Marvel movies kind of works, but horror, nah, you really, even though they don't know what's going on after like they get about 6 months old, isn't that right, Harper? You don't want to be playing like, a possession movie or something because you don't know what can screw up a child. I mean, my parents let me watch whatever the hell I wanted to watch, and I turned out relatively okay, I guess. But so we don't have Shudder anymore. I have the Netflix 4K like 4-screen plan, so I got like the expensive Netflix plan. So, and that's all I have. I've been so tempted by the streaming of DC, the DC Universe Online, especially now that they're adding all their comics. So did you say you do or you don't have DC streaming?
I don't have DC streaming.
I think when Swamp Thing comes on there, I'm going to get DC streaming.
I will say this. I think I was watching it somewhere online or whatever. I actually saw one episode of Doom Patrol. Yeah. Oh my God.
Was it good?
Yo, man, they shot so many F-bombs in there. It's weird, but it's entertaining. And when they had showed Titans, the previews for Titans for this new service, when Robert said, I got to say it.
Go ahead.
He said, "Fuck Batman." I was like, what the hell is this, man?
Yeah.
What?
This is an explicit podcast. That's okay. We try to be somewhat, reasonable, but you can drop F-bombs on here if you really want to, Amos. I have HBO now, so I can watch Game of Thrones, and I want to watch Watchmen and Big Little Lies season 2. So we'll definitely keep that. That's $15 a month on its own. So I'm probably going to drop DirecTV. I got to run contracts running through June. But so let me ask you this. Are you 100% getting Disney Plus?
Let's see. Let me see. Yes, I am. I will be getting Disney Plus.
Yeah, and despite all the streaming services that I have, I'll be getting Disney Plus, and there's really 2 big reasons. Number 1, Marvel. That's 1A. 1B, Star Wars.
And I think you answered my question also. Yes, those are 2 reasons because of that. I mean, I would not. Disney movies are okay, but I'm more into the Marvel movies and the TV shows and Star Wars, you know. So, and plus the fact you say they got Fox now. Who could say, man? You know, you got other TV shows from FX like Archer and all those things, right?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite TV shows too. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to buy Disney Plus, but I'm thinking about doing a $69.99 for a year.
I think I'm going to do that too, because you know you're not going to drop Disney Plus. I mean, you may drop DC Universe Online, or you may drop HBO after Game of Thrones, but you're going to be keeping this. And you know why? One of the reasons you're going to keep this, Amos, I'm going to tell you why.
Why, Brad?
They're not. I feel like I work for Disney. They are going to not let you partake in the binge model. You're going to have to wait a week between new shows, similar to what DC Universe does.
Yeah, DC is doing the same thing. Yeah.
So you can't just, like, a lot of people will get CBS All Access when all the Star Trek episodes come out of the new Star Trek show, and they'll just binge watch that, then drop CBS All Access. You're not going to really be able to do that with Disney. I guess you could wait to the end of the season, but everybody is going to be talking about these shows so much within the geek community that we are all such a big part of, that you really probably don't want to miss out on the conversation, especially if you're a podcaster like you. And an aspiring podcaster like me. I call myself aspiring, even though I've done 104 episodes. But still.
Wow, man, come on, do aspiring. Come on, dude. I'm almost at 50. I'm at 45 right now.
When you have a 11-month-old, everything's aspiring, dude. Everything. So, but man, you're killing it though. I've been listening to a lot of your stuff, especially you've been on Brian's podcast. Shout out to Shooting the Shit podcast, STS podcast, Brian Silverbacks. Amos is on there a lot. Check that out. But what do you think about that? Do you wish it was the binge model? Do you wish they would just unload every episode of The Mandalorian or every episode of Hawkeye?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, it's coming out every week, so I have other stuff I could watch. You know, so I could watch Hawkeye this week. You know, I could wait the next week, and then plus, I watch a lot of anime too. So I watch some anime on Hulu for 1 week. You know, and you know, I got a lot of things that occupy my time, so I can't wait.
I kind of like how they're doing it, because not just from a business model, it keeps people from binging and dropping, but I like it because it allows the conversation to take place more organically, because it gives you a week to digest, and for people like you and I and our other geek friends to discuss these things, right, and really enjoy them. I mean, yes, other than Game of Thrones, the days of everybody watching a show at a sit time and talking about it are probably over, but that doesn't mean that everybody can't watch something within a given week and talk about it. It gives podcasters a chance to do like episode by episode breakdowns instead of watching the whole season and then doing their breakdowns. Because I'm sure you'll have a million, you know, Mandalorian podcasts and a million Scarlet Witch and WandaVision podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was thinking about what you just said about the binge watching. I mean, sometimes, you know, binge watching occupy your entire day. You know what I'm saying? You catch yourself sometime, like you watch 2 or 3 episodes. 3 episodes, you got 3 hours of your time, you know, and 4 hours, who knows? But I think that's a great idea, you know, to do it once a week, just like a regular TV show. You know, I think that's pretty great. And like I said, I can't wait for it to come out, because the lineup that they put out there as far as the Marvel lineup is they got the Marvel team, the Marvel What If.
Oh, I love this idea.
I love the idea. I think one of the stories is going to be, what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum, and what if Captain America, Steve Rogers, never did, but instead got the Iron Man suit? Man, that's a nice damn story.
So, you know, will we get Chris Evans, you think, in that What If?
Now, I think the What If is going to be mostly animation, but he could do voice acting too.
Oh, it's going to be animation?
Yeah, I think it's going to be animation.
Oh, no, I'm not as excited now, Amos.
Well, you can't understand, man. I'm excited because I read What If. Yeah, I read those books, man. And it's pretty interesting books to read, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what if, you know, Bruce Banner never became no Hulk, it was Rick Jones, stuff like that, you know. I like those books. And if they could do the voice acting, they could get the actors, that'd be cool. I mean, I know whoever played Peggy Carter, what's her name?
Haley Atwell.
Well, she's going to voice act. I know she is. So I'm so stoked about that, and I'm also just happy to see the people who are actually in the movies are actually going to be in the TV series.
Yeah, no, it gives it such continuity. But here's the shows you got, and we can talk about each one of these if you want to, as much as you want to. But you got WandaVision, which I mentioned earlier, the Scarlet Witch and Vision show. You got Falcon and Winter Soldier. These are the Marvel shows. You got Loki. He already mentioned. Amos mentioned What If. You got Hawkeye. You got a documentary series, The History of the 616. So
awesome. I think that would be awesome.
That sounds awesome, especially for a comic book nerd.
Yes, sir.
But here is a question I have for you. Is this going to complicate and/or like convolute the MCU more when you have it like scattered? Because I know you've had the Netflix shows. I know you had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but we all kind of knew those didn't really, they counted, but not really.
Well, they kind of downplayed it a lot, including the Netflix series.
Yeah, the event that happened.
They downplayed it big time. And the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was loosely connected to the MCU because of Agent Coulson.
Now, that did a better job, especially around Winter Soldier. So I'll give Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. like props. Like we did see the repercussions like play out. But if you didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's not going to take away from, Winter Soldier or whatever movie. I'm just, Kevin Feige is like really, really on point and consistent with saying what happens in the shows are going to impact the movies and vice versa. And I don't know if that's a good idea. Do you think that it is, or am I worrying for nothing here?
They could do the way that that DC does. They do their movies separately, and you got the CW. They have the Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. That's cool. But I think as a fan, I'm kind of spoiled. I'm sorry, they spoiled me, man. Marvel has just gave me a lot of good stuff, man.
Geeks in general are spoiled.
We are spoiled, man. Like, come on. This is what you told us that you're going to give us. This is what we want. So you say you're going to have a connective universe, and you're going to have these shows on Disney Plus. I'm down with that. I have no problem with that. And I don't think it's going to be too convoluted at all. Kevin Feige, I'm saying that right? He has a vision. And the vision so far has been
the Vision's been a good character, Amos. The Vision's been an okay character to Thanos. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't technically have a vision anymore if you watched Infinity War. No, that's a lame dad joke, Amos. But
yeah, ha, Brad.
But listen. I will say that if anybody can do this, it's Marvel. That have they really, other than Thor: The Dark World, have they really let us down yet?
Oh, there's a few of them that wasn't all that good.
But were they bad?
They was not bad. They were okay. Dark World was okay. The Incredible Hulk was a big step forward through on the Ang Lee movie. That was way better than that one. And then you had a few that was like, I would say that was not that good, but they was watchable and entertaining. Then you had those was great. Winter Soldier, great. The First Avengers, great. One of the best movies out there, Black Panther. Come on, Spider-Man.
Let me ask you this. We could go on and on about Marvel, but let me ask you this. Which of these MCU-based shows are you looking forward to the most? I want to get yours.
It's two that I'm actually I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I like those better because they are just regular humans, and they like, it's not like Wanda and Vision. They have powers.
Yeah.
These guys when you have powers, man, they just got suits and gadgets and stuff like that. And I'm definitely the Hawkeye one though.
Yeah.
I want to see what kind of take they're gonna do on that.
Did you immediately think Fraction and David Aja when you heard that?
I sure did.
I think that's what all comic book nerds like, especially when they mention Kate Bishop's going to be in it. Right. I think all comic book nerds like really, really lost their shit when they said that, because that is like a renowned, like Eisner Award winning definitive take on Hawkeye.
The Matt Fraction one is one of the best Hawkeye runs I ever read. Point blank.
And if they can do that, then it'll be something special. And with the Vision stuff, what if they did like the Tom King? Did you read Tom King's Vision series?
I read the trade. I didn't finish it, but the time I as a family,
yeah,
he had a wife and 2 kids. Yeah, I read some of that. It was not bad.
What if they kind of, change that around a little bit? And instead of having like they can still have the kids, but they do Scarlet Witch as the wife, and you got like this suburbia take on it.
Well, they could do their route, but you also they actually had kids. You know how the books are do a lot of retcon.
Oh yeah,
they actually did have kids, and then the kids were was it Wicca and another guy?
Oh, you're talking about Young Avengers Crusade.
Right, yeah.
Was it Young Avengers Crusade or something? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so Wanda Vision actually had kids through magic, I believe, is what it was.
Yeah.
But we don't want to go that route. I don't think so.
No, probably not. But Hawkeye's definitely mine. That's the one where I was like, okay, that can be something really, really special. What about Star Wars, man? Are you looking forward to this Mandalorian show that's gonna be?
I'm very intrigued about because what's the guy?
Pedro Pascal.
No, the Star Wars, the bounty hunter,
Boba Fett.
Yes, he's not. I mean, he has a cool costume. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? and I'm very intrigued about the people that the race of people he belong to.
Yeah,
I guess the Mandalorians. I guess it was.
That's right.
So I'm very intrigued about that too, man. I'm going to watch it because John Favreau was the director.
Yeah, he's the showrunner. Well, he's the showrunner, and they're gonna have a bunch of directors. Like Taika Waititi's coming in to direct the episode. So that could be interesting.
Dallas Bryce Howard.
Yeah.
She's in. Yeah, she's a director too. I think she's directing the episode.
And what's his name? Carl Weathers is one of the main characters on this show.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah, so like I gotta watch. I love Carl Weathers, man. Whether it's Rocky or when he cameoed on like Arrested Development, I love Carl Weathers.
Even Predator. First Predator.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of other stuff on here too, like. There's going to be a Cassian and K2SO show later on. There's going to be another season of Clone Wars. But like, if you have a kid like I do literally right now in my arms, there's going to be like a Monsters Incorporated show that's going to have Billy Crystal and John Goodman coming back.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So I think that could be like really interesting. I think my daughter's about to lose it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I wish I had Disney Plus right now. I could just like put on for, but that's the thing. This will be great for the kids because you're gonna have the whole Disney vault on there.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you got everything from the original animation to the live action they have now, and the whole library. You're right. They really do. They're gonna have all that stuff, man.
Now, I don't think they'll be including Song of the South, the racist Disney film, on there. I at least hope they won't be including that, but I would be surprised if they did. But I think pretty much everything else besides like Song of the South, they're going to have in this Disney vault. And I think that's just
my question to you.
Really cool.
I got a question also. I know we want to watch the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff too. So what about the Fox stuff they have gone? They got which you probably interested in watching? I mean, you got The Simpsons, like I said, Archer. You got King of the Hill. You have, all the animation stuff, but also the TV series like Justified and stuff like that.
I love Justified, dude. I freaking love that show.
I didn't finish that show, man.
You gotta finish it.
Yeah. So what show you think you'd be binging most of anyway? Just going back to watch.
Going back to watch, I think I would give Justified like a rewatch for sure.
I think my friend Mark Bagley, shout out to Mark Bagley, he said, Amos, this is a show called Justified. You need to check it out. I said, nah, I don't want to check it out. So I watched the first episode, right? He's at the restaurant chasing down this fugitive. And he gave this man 5 seconds. Or was it 10 seconds?
He was in Miami. He was a U.S. Marshal.
He was a U.S. Marshal. He finally caught up with the guy at the restaurant. He's sitting at the table with the guy. He said, "You guys so seconds," and he said, "If you don't go, I'm gonna shoot you." I'm like, "Okay." I already want to watch, man. When the man said, "You got so many seconds to move, you don't move, he's gonna shoot you." Believe it, man. So really, but that was one of my favorite shows. Also, I need to watch.
I want them to put all the Planet of the Apes movies like on there. I think that would be interesting as well, because I've watched the first one and the new ones and the Tim Burton one, but I have not watched like all the series of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, it's from the original back in the 70s, I think it's 60s and 70s?
Late 60s and 70s, yeah. I would like to go through and watch all this. I mean, you're going to probably have all the Alien movies on there. Like, the sky's the limit. I like how they're doing the app, because when you go into the app, and they showed this at the investors meeting, Bob Iger did, the Disney CEO, it's like 4 or 5 apps in one. So like you can click on the Disney app, and then once you got the Disney app, you go into like a Marvel tab, and then you go into a Star Wars tab, and a National Geographic tab, a Pixar tab, a Disney Classics tab, where you'll have like the vault of like all the old movies and stuff.
Right.
So I like how there's that, because you could just tell your kids to go into the Disney Classics tab, and I'm sure that they will add a Fox tab where you can go in there and like see. They didn't reveal that, but I mean, they just bought Fox. I mean, I know it's been a while in the making, but it's really just went through from a legal sense. So I'm sure they didn't want to put too much Fox stuff on this.
No, that's probably the smart thing to do. But I mean, that seems pretty awesome the way they got it set up. I can't wait.
Yeah, and like I said, we're both gonna, subscribe. Do you think this will hurt like Blu-ray sales for Disney? I mean, I know that those have kind of slowed down anyway, but like,
no, I don't think so. I mean, just think about it. If a person cannot afford the Disney Plus, and they're gonna have to wait till it come on Blu-ray and DVD, you know how much they're probably gonna spend $20 per TV series, 26. You might as well just go ahead and subscribe to the service.
Yeah, and I think the people buying Blu-rays and the people, are like me, who want the streaming's going to be great. It's going to be 4K HDR, but nothing can replicate the picture or sound of a disc. And while Disney Plus will probably be around to the day that we die, you just never know. So that collector in me really likes to physically have those Marvel movies, and I do buy like the Disney classic movies. Like I bought Lion King and Little Mermaid on 4K, mainly for Harper.
No, don't say this for your baby. It's for you too, Brad. Come on.
It's for Harper right here.
No, it's for you too, Brad. Don't play around.
Yeah, it is for me as well. It definitely. So they're gonna have like original movies on here. So they're gonna have a live action Lady and the Tramp day one. They're gonna have a live action Sword in the Stone within the first couple of years. They're gonna have a live action Peter Pan, which I know there's been a lot of live action Peter Pans, but this is gonna be like the Disney one. So
and also Mulan coming out.
Is that going to be on Disney Plus, or are they going to put that in the theater?
That's in the theater. Oh yeah, that's going to be in the theaters.
Okay, that's one of Harper's favorites is Mulan. She likes to have that one on. I think Mulan's on Netflix, but you got to figure all that stuff will be like leaving Netflix very shortly.
So did you see how when they announced Disney Plus, the stocks just plummeted for Netflix?
Yeah,
they went down. I'm like, damn.
I think Netflix needs to do two things, and Netflix will be okay. I think if Netflix will redesign their app, because there's so much good shit on there that I can't find, that I hear people talking about on podcasts and like friends, that I know I can find it if I type it in the search bar, but it's just not like they're saying, hey, watch this. So I think if they do that, they'll be okay. If they redesign their app a little bit, and if they continue to focus on original content and original programming, because
I agree with you on that one, because the original programs are pretty good. And then, you got Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black was a big thing for them, House of Cards.
Yeah, they're beat. The established property, they're beat. I mean, they can't compete with Disney at that, unfortunately. So they're just going to have to really find other ways to keep their revenue stream up.
And another thing though Netflix has done lately, they tapped into the anime crowd too. I've noticed they have original stuff on there, man. Like they had done a Godzilla, like 3 movies, anime.
I know, and they got a Ultraman on it. Is it
Ultraman? I binge watched that. It was not bad.
Was it good? I mean, yeah. So they do have like some other stuff on there that they can kind of toy around with and reach like a decent audience. So
yeah, they need to do that. I think they'll make it. So Brad. So
yes.
We got Disney Plus out the way.
Yeah.
We got Disney Plus out the way. Now, the reason we're doing this podcast is because we're going to do our most anticipated movies of the summer for 2019.
That's right. 10 through 1.
10 through 1. So we're going to end up starting at number 10.
And you go first since you're the guest.
I'm going to go first. And I just seen this trailer. It's called Stupor.
Oh, okay. The taxi driver movie with...
he's Uber, not
Uber.
Taxi.
All right, Uber.
Uber with Dave Bautista.
And Camille Nanjiani.
Right. So I saw the trailer for that. I said, that's pretty interesting, man. I mean, we're going to get a comedy, in the summer, because the summer is always full of action films and superhero films, Marvel and DC, and, what's some comedy,
Yeah, Stuber looks good. Stuber looks real good. Let's take a break.
Okay.
All right, just you can leave your garage band, just keep it recording. Or not Audacity. I'll go through and edit this out.
All right, then.
All right, but just keep it recorded. I'm just going to try to calm her down.
Oh, guys, we got a baby screaming.
yeah. I don't think there's anybody watching live anyway.
No, I don't think so either, man.
It's okay, girl.
So, guys, Brad is holding Harper.
She wants to crawl around like.
She wants to be in the lap and everything like that. Even though you have to keep it at 100, man. Come on.
You're fine.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
My parents were supposed to come and watch her, but they didn't, So
what would be your number 10?
My number 10? Yeah. All right. So we'll be back on the podcast now?
Yeah, man. I mean, come on.
All right. My number 10 is going to be... Are you ready, Amos, for the perfect list? Okay.
Blow my mind, man. Blow it.
Number 10 is you're not going to be blown by this one. It's called Where'd You Go, Bernadette? It's based on a book. It's directed by Richard Linklater. It's got, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. She played Hella in...
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, thank you. Kate Blanchett plays this mom, Bernadette, who basically... goes missing, and they don't know if she was abducted. They don't know if she was just got tired of her family and just the mundane task of being a mom and being a wife. And so they're looking for her. And if you don't know, Richard Linklater is the guy who did the Before Sunset trilogy. He also did the Boyhood movie. So he's one of my favorite directors. This comes out August 16th. I know this is going to be more like one of those little indie darling type films. I mean, it's getting a wide release, but it definitely has that indie darling type feel. So it's one I'm looking forward to. So Where'd You Go, Bernadette's my number 10, August 16th.
All right, so Brad guy's going for the indie. He's going for the indie movie here.
Yeah, and not Indiana Jones. So what's your number 9, Amos?
My number 9 is a Quentin Tarantino movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is a story of the golden age of the Hollywood during the 60s. It's about this actor and his stuntman. The actors who playing in this movie is Leonardo. Yeah, man, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I'm looking forward. I'll just say this appears somewhere on my list.
Yeah, so that's number 9, man. So
it looks a lot of fun. I think it's going to be like an exaggerated version of America, but California, like Hollywood, California in the 1960s.
Yes.
And they're going to have Sharon Tate in it, who was the infamous girlfriend of Charles Manson. Right. So I think that it's not going to be like this Manson biopic or a Sharon Tate biopic. It's going to be a hyper violent, like hyper realized Quentin Tarantino movie.
I'm gonna let you know it's his 9th movie. It's a 9th Quentin Tarantino movie.
I think he's always said he's going to do 10 movies. So we're getting near the end of Quentin Tarantino's filmography. I've seen every one of his movies except for Hateful Eight.
I haven't seen Hateful Eight yet. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, and that's a shame. I guess it's because it's so long and so daunting. So you see Harper in the background. She's
I see it, dude.
She's escaped. But so that's your number 9. My number 9 is Rocket Man, directed by Dexter Fletcher. Comes out May 31st. Stars Taron Egerton as the one, the only Elton John. I like Elton John. My wife loves Elton John. I'm really, really looking forward to this movie. I think he's really singing, unlike Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody. So I think we definitely have a chance for this movie to get a lot of critical acclaim and for this to be a performance that we're talking about at the Oscars come.
And so this is the same guy who played in Golden Circle, right?
Yeah, he's from Kingsman, Taron Egerton. Yeah.
Okay. He was in that bad movie Robin Hood with Jamie Foxx. Okay.
Hey, that movie was bad, but it was a hell of a lot of fun, Amos.
All right, man. I'm not going to shit on it.
No, he really learned how to shoot those bows like that, man. Taron Egerton.
Okay. All right, cool.
So like, this is a man truly dedicated to his craft. That's for sure. So that's my number 9. So we're to number 8. What's your number 8, Amos?
Number 8. Number 8, man, is Shaft. Who's your man? Hepper's brother, man. Shaft. Damn right.
And so tell me about this version of Shaft, because the only one I've really seen. No, I seen the original movie, and I saw the Sam Jackson version.
You about to call him Nick Fury, weren't you? Yeah, you're about to call him Nick Fury.
I was about to say Nicolas Cage, and he's definitely not Shaft, so I don't know why I would have said that.
Yeah, so it's Samuel L. Jackson, Richard Roundtree, and a new guy on it is playing Shaft's son. So it's 3 generations of Shafts. Damn, did I say that?
Yeah, 3 generations Shafts. That sounds. Is that a dirty joke, or is this?
Dude, 3 generations, man. But it seems fun to watch. I mean, it's nothing like it's a summer it's a summer movie, so there's no thinking on it, man. It's just like get the bad guys and shoot people up. That's all.
So Shaft came out in the 1970s, right?
Yeah, I think so.
See, I took a history of the 70s class in college.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and we had to actually watch Shaft. So
seriously, are you really?
I'd seen the Samuel L. Jackson one from the 90s.
But you never seen the 70s?
No, I never seen the 70s one. So that was my exposure to that. So that is your number 8, right? Is Shaft?
Number 8. Yep, number 8. What about you?
All right, man. My number 8 is Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie. Comes out Memorial Day weekend, May 24th. I know. There are parts of this movie that look atrocious.
Oh, God.
But let me explain.
We're talking about the same Aladdin with Will Smith, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie is the director?
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's the director. You know Guy Ritchie from Sherlock Holmes. And
Sherlock Holmes and Snatch.
Yeah.
And also he did Robin Hood. No, he did King Arthur. He did Arthur.
Yeah, he did. I didn't see that one, but
yeah, I seen it.
Not the best.
It's a bad movie, but it's fun to watch, but bad.
Not the best director, okay? But, dude, Aladdin is my all-time favorite Disney movie. Like, other than the Batman, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Aladdin defined my childhood.
So I totally forgot how young you are.
Yeah. Aladdin came out in like 1992. I was in like first grade when Aladdin came out.
Oh, my God.
I saw Aladdin on ice. I had like Jafar's staff. I had all the little Aladdin figures. I had the lamp. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Toy Story. And I think Toy Story is arguably the best Disney movie ever made. But, dude, Aladdin is just my favorite. I know this movie is going to let me down. Like, I think Lion King is going to be a much better, adaptation.
I think Lion King will be much better. That's my opinion.
Oh, no, I know it will, but I'm looking forward to Aladdin just because that's where my heart's at. So that's my number 8. What's your number 7, Amos?
Number 7, I'm going to go with the movie called The Dead Don't Die.
See, I've never even heard of this movie. Tell me about it.
All right, so it's typical zombie movie, I guess, in a small town. But you have these sheriffs, right? The sheriffs are played by Adam Driver and Bill Murray.
Oh, I saw this trailer. Yeah.
Saw the trailer. It looks hilarious, man. Then you have Tilden Swinton. I'm saying that right?
The ancient one from Doctor Strange.
But yeah, she's in it, and I saw the trailer for it. I think it's gonna be a very fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
I thought I was over the zombie thing, whatever, The Walking Dead. But
did you quit on The Walking Dead, or did you still riding it out?
Nah, I quit.
Dude, this season was pretty damn good. I just gotta say, but go ahead. Back to The Dead Don't Die.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna watch that. It's number 7 on my list, so it's at the bottom. So I'm not gonna go out the way and watch it.
That's not at the bottom, Amos. That's in the bottom like third of your list, but it's not
at the bottom third. It's down there. It's not up to the top 5 yet. It's down there.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to check that out. And Bill Murray, come on, dude. Last time we saw him in a zombie movie, he was in Zombieland. He became a zombie.
Yeah, and he dressed up as Venkman from Ghostbusters, which was worth the price of admission right there alone. So
number 7 is The Dead Don't Die. That's for me.
That is The Dead Don't Die. That's your number 7. All right, my number 7 is Angel Has Fallen. This is the sequel to this is the end of the Olympus Has Fallen trilogy, which I really liked. Olympus.
Oh, really? I didn't know they had a trilogy.
Yeah, there was Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and now we have Angel Has Fallen. So I think in this one, Morgan Freeman is now the president of the United States. It's not Aaron Eckhart, but Gerard Butler is back as the security guard, the Secret Service agent. Not a security guard. Maybe we put a security guard as the type of protection Trump hires, but usually presidents have Secret Service agents. He's a Secret Service agent that I just love. I don't know how it will be with him and Morgan Freeman.
Right.
He and Aaron Eckhart had this dynamic where it's like he genuinely cared about that president as a person, as a man, as a father, as a husband. And it just, I love, it took me a while to see London Has Fallen. We actually reviewed Olympus Has Fallen way, way back in the day on the Confirmed Epic podcast. She's getting some Michael Crichton books. So that's Angel Has Fallen. Have you not seen London Has Fallen?
Yeah, I've seen both.
Yeah. So they're ending the trilogy.
It's a good entertaining movie. A lot of bodies flying, shooting, and killing. Yeah, typical.
So that's August 23rd. It's directed by Rick Romain-Waugh, who directed the great rock film called Snitch.
Snitch?
Yeah, Snitch, where the rock...
the trucker. He was a trucker, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. All right. So we're to our number 6. Amos, what's your number 6?
Number 6 would be Dark Phoenix.
What? Oh, my God. This is in your list? But go ahead, Amos. Tell us why Dark... Now... I've loved.
It wasn't going to be the last one on my list.
Yeah,
honestly, I just gave it Dark Phoenix. This is going to be the last movie that Fox will ever put out for the mutants.
Yeah,
so it's not Disney, so it's still a Fox movie, and I'm just going to watch it for the hell of it. There's no reason.
It looks fun. Like everybody said, the movie looks like shit. And it does look like Jennifer Lawrence dies in the first 5 minutes or the opening credits of the film. She just had to meet her contract requirement. What's crazy is how far this version of the X-Men have fallen. I know a lot of it probably has to do with the Disney Fox deal, but you go from X-Men First Class, which is one of the best X-Men movies, and then you go from that to Days of Future Past, which is another great X-Men movie.
Right.
And then it all falls off the cliff.
Apocalypse.
All right. So tell me a little bit more why you want to see Jean Grey's The Phoenix again.
I think the reason I want to see Dark Phoenix is because after they did The Last Stand with the other Phoenix, I can't think of the woman's name. They kind of screwed that one up. So I want to see how they're going to do their take on this Dark Phoenix saga. So that's what I want to see, But that's about it, man. It's gonna be a different Jean Grey.
All right, I'll tell you why I want to see this. I can't think
of the woman's name, man. What's the first woman that played Jean Grey in the X-Men movies?
Sophia.
No.
Oh, the old one?
Oh, yeah.
Famke Janssen.
Right. That's I want to see their take on this Phoenix.
Yeah.
The other one in The Last Stand suck ass, man.
Well, we did get Juggernaut in that movie.
Juggernaut, bitch. Oh, forget that, man.
We did get Ellen Page as Kitty Pryde in that movie.
Yeah, we did.
Which was really, really good. I will say that I wouldn't be surprised if this movie comes out and is surprisingly not bad. Like, I don't think it's going to be Josh Trank's Fantastic Four by any means. No. You know, I really, really don't think that. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes out and we're like, oh, it's better than Apocalypse, but it's, you know, not the way that we wanted the Fox X-Men to go out. That's for sure.
Right.
But it's not on my list for sure, on my top 10 list. But
what's your number 6 then, Brad?
All right, my number 6 as we approach the top 5 is it's written by Guillermo del Toro. It's not directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, I know exactly what you're about to say.
August 9th, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes, I was about to put that on my list, but I'm not a horror fan.
I know you're not, Amos. I know you're afraid when it comes to this kind of stuff, and you got to sleep with the nightlight on.
I really do. I do have a nightlight. I don't know what you're talking about. I do have one on.
I actually do have a Star Wars nightlight in my bathroom. But anyhow, I mean, I love horror anthology films. It's Guillermo del Toro. I know he's not directing, but the fact that he's adapting these iconic stories to the big screen gets me really excited. I expect a good variety, a good mix up in the flavor of horror we'll get. I imagine we'll get like 5 subgenres within the horror genre in there, like a slasher thing, a paranormal thing, a possession thing, a story, I should say, and maybe a monster. So maybe you do get like an actual thing. So
he's really good with monsters.
Oh, he is. I'm sure we'll get a monster flick in that anthology. No doubt. But so, yeah, that's my number 6. So we're into top 5 now. Why don't you tell me your number 5, Amos?
The top 5? Okay, number 5 would be this. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, it looks a lot of fun. So why'd you put this in your top 5?
I mean, Fast and the Furious is one of those franchises, man. It's senseless fun. And you don't have to scratch your head on the situation, all the crazy-ass stunts. It's impossible. You cannot do in real life.
I mean, The Rock literally runs down a freaking skyscraper.
Right. Yeah, come on, man. So I like The Rock, you know what I'm saying? I like Jason Statham. I like him too. You know, and then the crazy part is it got Idris Elba as the bad guy. But he has played bad guys before.
And he's going to have like freaking superpowers.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell does this come from? Oh, I'm very interested in how that plays out, man.
I think that movie is going to be, you're going to walk away, you're going to be a lot dumber maybe, but it's going to be fun as hell.
I'm not dumber. I like that.
But I'm looking forward to Hobbs and Shaw. I'll probably have to wait till it comes out, but I definitely want to see it when it comes out on like Blu-ray. Okay, so my number 5 is Booksmart. It is directed by Olivia Wilde. Also comes out May 24th, Memorial Day weekend. It's basically the female version of, you see my dog getting mad in the background at Harper. She won't hurt her though. It's the female version of Superbad.
Oh yeah, I did see a trailer for that.
So I'm really looking forward to this. One of the main characters is a girl from one of the latter seasons of Justified, to bring that great show from FX up. But one of the girls is like an openly gay character, and it looks like they're going to approach it from, it's not just that the main part of that character is she's gay. That's just a part of her character. Right. And I think that shows a lot of like where we've gotten in storytelling, especially at the comedic level, that's not the butt of the joke. That's not the defining arc of a character. It just looks like it's going to be super fun, just like Superbad was. And it's cool. We're going to get the female perspective of that almost over a decade later. Superbad came out in 2007.
Oh, yeah, it really did. Wow.
Well, now that makes me feel old.
Wow. Okay, I see you. I see you on number 5.
Oh, it's directed by, like I said, Olivia Wilde. You know Olivia Wilde, Tron Legacy. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
She was a TV series before she became big. Was it what TV series she was playing?
Was she in Fringe?
No.
She was in the OC.
Oh, okay. I thought she was on with the hospital. Oh, House.
Yeah, she was in House. She was in the OC. That was like her season 2, because I love that show. And I'm not going to apologize for it, although season 1's the only good season of that show. but she.
Oh, boo, Brad, boo.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Olivia Wilde's directorial debut. So let's go to our number 4, Amos. What do you got at number 4?
No, I want you to go first. You go. What's your number 4? So number 4
All right.
Brad
is Brightburn. You had a guy who worked on.
Get out of here! Seriously?
Yeah, that's my number 4. I can't.
My number 4.
Okay, so we can talk about this together. Yes. Superman is a horror movie. It's got James Gunn actively involved. I know he's just producing, and his brothers had a lot more to do with it than he did.
Right.
But I mean, do I need to say anything else as Superman as a horror movie with James Gunn involved? It was very close to being higher than 4.
Right. And I thought about that too, because I remember I did a podcast on it not too long ago. And I can't wait to see it, man. Because one of my friends is involved with the movie too. Shout out to Terrence Rosemore. He got a part in it too.
Who played one of the Ravagers on
one of the Ravagers on Guardians, yeah. So he's in Brightburn too, man. And I was talking about it to him, man. I'm really, really stoked to see this. Seeing the version of a Superman as a scary movie without the powers he have. He could actually be good or he could be bad. And this, he's bad. The kid had Superman powers.
The only thing that scares me about this movie is to make Superman look good can cost a lot of money. I know this isn't Superman, but it's pretty much.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money, and I'm worried that they're showing us the best of the effects in the trailers, and I don't know if the money will be there. That also comes out May 24th. So 3 of the movies on my list, Aladdin, Booksmart, and this come out Memorial Day weekend, which is kind of weird that that's the case.
Wow, that's some competition, dude.
Yeah, and I want to see all 3. They're all in my top 10 most anticipated. So we both have Brightburn at number 4. If you want to hear Amos's thoughts on it, go check out his podcast with Terrence Rosemore. It's pretty freaking awesome. I listened to that whole thing.
Yeah, I touched on that movie about my episode 44, I believe. Yeah, by Brightburn. So Brad, number 4, and we agree on is Brightburn. I want to see that.
Yeah.
So what's your number 3?
We may agree on this one. You may have it high. My number 3 is Tom Watts' July 5th, Spider-Man Far From Home, the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, man. It's on my list.
But higher?
It's higher.
But this is kicking off, I mean, by all intents and purposes, it's supposed to kick off the next phase of Marvel, phase 4, right? So we're
phase 4. Phase 4.
Mysterio is a villain, a Spider-Man villain that I've been waiting to see on the big screen for a long time, since the days that it was rumored that Ash would be Ash. Help me on his name.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell, who cameoed in all. Of course, Sam Raimi directed The Evil Dead, who cameoed in all the Spider-Man movies. Jerry, please forgive me for forgetting Bruce Campbell's name, because he freaking loves Bruce Campbell, but I've always wanted to see that since then. I think it would have been cool with Bruce Campbell. The fact that you have Jake Gyllenhaal, who's one of the best actors working today, coming in to play this iconic Spider-Man baddie. And we've seen a lot of his iconic rogues already. This is one we haven't seen.
And with Mysterio, man, his power is not supernatural at all. He's an illusionist. He's a special effects guy in the comic book in terms of crime. And the way he beat I'm not Batman, I'm sorry. The way
he beat Batman? What?
the way he beat Spider-Man is through gases and stuff like that, hallucination and stuff.
You see.
So I wonder how he's gonna be different from the books to the movies. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of his look, though? He looks badass to me. Abby thought he looked cheesy, but I think he looks badass.
I don't see one trailer. I'll try to avoid some of the trailers, man. Did he have the fishbowl on his head on the other trailer?
Yeah, on the second trailer he did.
Okay. I didn't see the second trailer.
Have you not seen the Funko Pop?
No, man. I'm trying to stay away from that stuff, dude.
Dude, I tell you, Funko's got me bad. I want the Mysterio Funko so bad, but I definitely hadn't pulled the trigger on that pre-order. But man, you got Hydra Man on this, Molten Man, and I guess these are my guesses are these are illusions of Mysterio's, and that he kind of starts out.
I hope it is because I don't want to see all those villains in one movie, man. That's not. It could be done well if it's written well, but if it's not written well, you got all of them in it. It's gonna be a clusterfuck. I'm sorry.
It is. It is. But he's going to start, I think, I have not read Mysterio's first appearance, but I did read the Wikipedia page on it. He kind of starts out as a hero at first, and is kind of trying to screw with Spidey's head a little bit and lure him into a sense of trust. And I think that's what we'll get here. I just hope I like the high school stuff. I really do, but I hope we get to see more of Spider-Man get out to be his own character, free of some of the other Avengers characters. I know we got Nick Fury, but I don't want it to be like Spider-Man and Friends of the MCU. I want Spider-Man to come into his own. All right, Amos, what is your number 3 most anticipated movie of summer 2019?
Well, Brad, number 3 for me is going to be Godzilla.
All right, Godzilla.
Of the monsters.
And that comes out May 31st. Why Godzilla? Were you a fan of the last one by Gareth Edwards, or are you just looking forward to see all the monsters fighting?
I'm just looking forward to all the monsters fighting. That's all. Mothra, Rodan, what's the other one? I can't. The 3-headed monster. I can't think of it.
Ghidorah,
yeah. I just like a lot of monster bashing, building, smashing, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see this when you get to see Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things in there.
Also, Jay Jackson, Ice Cube's son.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, have you ever seen that movie Ingrid Goes West?
I didn't finish it, man. I was watching it. I didn't finish it.
He's hilarious in that movie as the Batman obsessed guy.
For my number 2, though, my number 2 movie would be John Wick.
Oh, John Wick Chapter 3. Okay.
Parabellum, I believe that's what it's called.
Just a lot of violence in these movies, man. Sometimes too much. So, like the first one, I liked. The second one was a little bit too over the top for me.
Yeah, the body count was very high in the second one.
Dude, I don't like just with all the shootings and shit that goes on, I can't stomach it. Like when it's realistic stuff, like realistic horror or realistic bad stuff that can happen,
right? I
struggle with that. You said I like horror, and I do, but when it's like something completely unrealistic. So yeah, that's your number 2. My number 2 is Long Shot. It's directed by Jonathan Levine, guy that did the movie 50-50 and The Night Before. Okay. It is a Seth Rogen comedy.
That's right, with Charlize Theron.
Yep, it's with Charlize Theron. She plays the Secretary of State who's running for president, and she used to babysit him. His name's Flarsky. That was the original title of the movie. This just looks like classic Seth Rogen stoner comedy, so I'm really looking forward to that.
All right, that's your number 2. Well, my number 1 is your number 3. 1 is one you just said a few minutes ago, is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay, why is it number 1 on your list?
Hey, dude, no second guessing, man. You know what it is. It's Spider-Man, regardless what it is. So we couldn't put Avengers Endgame on there.
Yeah.
So I had to put Spider-Man up there.
I knew you just had to put Marvel up there, didn't you?
I had to put Marvel up there. But no, once again, I can't wait to see Mysterio on the big screen. Jake Gyllenhaal is a good actor, man. He just really is. And I just want to see how this takes place right after Endgame. You know what I'm saying?
Or does it take place before Endgame?
More after. Yeah, I want to know when does it take place?
It will be very interesting to see where it takes place in the timeline. I debated it anywhere from 3 to 1. Of course, it ended up 3 on my list. But Mysterio is one of the iconic Spider-Man villains that we have yet to see on the big screen. So that's going to be something special. And all the illusions and how he appears to be bringing in, they appear to be illusions, Hydro Man and Molten Man. That looks like it's
Sandman was in there too, supposedly.
Sandman. Sandman was in there too.
Yeah, see that. I hope that's what it is, because if this is all 3 villains, I can't deal with that, man. Spider-Man 3 was enough.
Yeah, that was a lot of freaking villains.
Yeah, man.
So my number 1, that was a good number 1, Amos. Mine has already been on your list. Quentin Tarantino, July 26th. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's Quentin Tarantino's next to last film in his filmography. One of, if not the best filmmaker of his generation, which is the previous generation at this point. But I'm not a uber Tarantino fan, but I really, really like Tarantino. DiCaprio, I think, is him and probably, I think DiCaprio and Mahershala Ali are the two best living actors going right now.
Yeah,
So,
you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, man, how do you pronounce his name again? Ali, first name?
Mahershala Ali.
He got DiCaprio beat. He has 2 Oscars already.
Yep, 2 Oscars, and I think if you watch True Detective this year, he's damn well going to win an Emmy. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he will be nominated, and he should win. I don't just the way he plays that character in True Detective season 3 at 3 points within that character's life, and they're all very distinct. Have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't seen it. Don't you know he used to play basketball in college, man?
I really know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but, I first saw him as Remy, the lobbyist on House of Cards.
Right.
He's a little bit heavier on that. And I thought he was a good actor back then. I didn't know he was as good as he is. His range is incredible. We watched Green Book. I didn't hate it. Okay. I mean, I know this movie didn't solve racism in America. I'm not that naive, but like I enjoyed. Did you watch Green Book yet?
No, it's going to be one of the books on my list. I mean, one of them. I mean, not book. I mean, one of the movies on my list to watch.
Well, you can read the book too, Amos.
I'd rather watch the movie on that one.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. Well, Amos, it's been a long and triumphant podcast that we've had here.
Yes, we have
2 different recording sessions, an 11-month-old, a bailed babysitter, 3 dogs, a man who wants to go watch Game of Thrones. But
yeah, that's right. Do not spoil it for me, sir.
You cannot. I'm not. But you cannot question our dedication to our hobbies. Nonetheless,
yes, I totally agree. Totally agree, man.
But if you've stuck with this podcast for this long, we thank you very much. Whether you're a Just Being Amos listener or a Geeks Worldwide listener or confirmed Epic Podcast listener, thank you very much. Amos, where can people find more of you?
Well, people can check me out at my justbeingamos.com. Also, check out all my social media accounts at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Just Being Amos. That's about it. And yeah, that's how you can get see what I'm doing.
As for me, find me on Twitter at The Real Brad Bell, THEREEL Brad Bell. Find me at Geeks Worldwide, DGWW.com. Find all of our content at the Epic Review, THEpicreview.com. And once again, from the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina, we are out.
That's all I have to say about that.
This has been a production of the GWW Radio Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Also, check out Geeks Worldwide at thegww.com for all the latest news, reviews, and opinions on video games, comics, movies, TV, cosplay, and more. Geeks, assemble!
How was baby's day? Did baby get to play? Did baby say, hey? Did baby play all day? Did baby get her way?